What's up, everyone? We're officially 100 days away from E3, and I've decided that I want to do a series talking about my predictions about what I think will happen at the show this year. And I'm going to go from when the shows begin to the last one. So the first one will be Bethesda, and the last one will be Sony at the end of the day on Monday. But Bethesda is on Sunday, in case you didn't know. It's kind of far away, but I still find it pretty fun to talk about this type of stuff because it really gets my juices flowing to see what's going to come up next. But to start off the show, or I guess the whole conference, Bethesda is having their first conference they've ever had, and it's really obvious that they have something really big that they're going to show, because I doubt they're going to have another one after this year. They probably are just having this to show off one big game, maybe two. I think they'll have a few smaller. I don't know how they can really go about having a full hour show unless they show a lot of like gameplay from like 2 or 3 games, but I don't know. So I put this list in order from guaranteed to be at the show to maybes and then possibly. So I'm going to start off with the guarantees. So I think that, I really think that they're going to come out there and show Doom, because they've not shown anything about Doom in probably 6 months, and Wolfenstein: The New Order came with a code for the beta of Doom, so I think that they'll show that and give that a release date for October of 2015, because they kind of have been talking about that for a little bit now. And the next game I think that they'll come out and show more about is Battlecry, which is a free-to-play first-person shooter. It's actually got the cover of Game Informer, I think 3 or 4 months ago, and they've not really shown that much about that since then. There's been a lot of talk about it, but no one really, well, they do know, but there's not a lot known about the actual game other than those things. And the big thing that I know a lot of people have been waiting for is gonna be Fallout 4. And I believe that it's going to be out in 2015. So that sounds a little bit crazy, but there's been rumors the last 2 years about this game. And one of the biggest rumors is it's going to be in Boston. And I think that that will be true, and it will be giving a mid-November release date. I guarantee that. I think that they would be crazy to have the show and not show Fallout. But they have other stuff that they could possibly do too, but every single thing is pointing towards Fallout in 2015. So I'm going to move on to the maybes now, and the maybe one of the biggest ones in my head would be Dishonored. The game did really well and a lot of people loved it, so I think that they could easily make another like Fallout 2, whatever they want to call it. I don't know if they would call it that, but I think that would be a good like reveal. But I don't think it's gonna definitely not come out in 2015. I think they might show like a CG trailer, maybe a little tease, and give a release date 2016. Maybe not even that, but just show something about it to get people excited and get their blood flowing. I know I would be excited for that. And the thing, I really think that something that would really go over well would be having a like remastered Skyrim or Oblivion, or combine them for both, because eventually they're going to have to put out another Elder Scrolls game, which I doubt that they're going to show at the conference, but I think bringing the Skyrim and Oblivion to PS4 and Xbox One would be really smart for them, because that's a really good value for $60. That's like 150 hours easily. Now, the real big thing is, can they really go out and show Fallout, Dishonored, and another Elder Scrolls game? If they do, everyone's going to go batshit crazy. No question. I'm going to be screaming, and I'm going to be tweeting like crazy. Everyone in that whole conference room is going to lose their mind if they reveal everything. Even if they only show Fallout 4, that's still a huge, huge thing for Bethesda. And if they do, I think that they'll show more at Sony, maybe Microsoft, the day after. So even if they reveal it that day, I think you should be looking out at the Microsoft and Sony press conferences after that. So the real question is, will they really do all of that? My answer is probably no, but I think 2 of the 3 big things will happen, and there's really no reason for them to have this press conference if they're not going to at least show 2 of these 3 things, because they can't just go out there and have an hour show about Fallout 4, even though some people might think that that would be a good idea. But this, everything is pointing towards they're going to have a big year in 2015, and I would be looking out for this conference. This could be almost as big as like Ubisoft or EA. It probably is bigger than Ubisoft, because people have really lost like not hope, but like faith in what they're doing because of all the broken games. But Bethesda is a really solid publisher, and you don't really know, they could have a trick up their sleeve. Let me know what you all are thinking, and can't wait for E3, 100 days away, and catch me next Monday when I jump on to Microsoft. So see ya, like, subscribe, and peace, everyone.